Hello and welcome to EAMG TV. My name is Jedi Odinga and let's take a look at what's trending now. In Lesotho, a step towards digital transformation has been taken as the kingdom officially granted a 10-year operating license to Elon Musk's satellite internet venture Starlink. The announcement came from the Lesotho Communications Authority, which described the move as a landmark decision that sets the tone for a more connected and digitally inclusive future. Starlink, which falls under Musk's airscope company SpaceX, will now deploy its satellite network to provide high-speed internet access across the mountainous kingdom, a development the regulator says its unwavering commitment to innovation, competition and economic growth. In Lesotho, a step towards digital transformation has been taken as the kingdom officially granted a 10-year operating license to Elon Musk's satellite internet venture Starlink. The announcement came from the Lesotho Communications Authority, which described the move as a landmark decision that sets the tone for a more connected and digitally inclusive future. Starlink, which falls under Musk's airscope company SpaceX, will now deploy its satellite network to provide high-speed internet access across the mountainous kingdom, a development that regulators says reflects its unwavering commitment to innovation, competition and economic growth. But not everyone is celebrating. Civil society groups like Section 2 have raised concerns, saying the licensing process for Starlink ignored public input and overlooked the fact that the company is 100% foreign-owned. Section 2's Kananelo said the move compromised the integrity of the regulatory process. This comes amid diplomatic tension after former US President Donald Trump recently mocked Lesotho in a speech, calling it a country no one has heard of. The remarks sparked outrage, with Lesotho's foreign minister calling it quite insulting. Still, the Starlink license marks a major step for a nation with limited internet access. Through debates about sovereignty, inclusion and digital progress remain. Moving on, Nigeria and South Africa have signed a new bilateral accord aimed at boosting cooperation in the mining sector, a strategic move as Nigeria ramps up efforts to diversify its economy beyond oil. Nigeria's Minister of Solid Minerals, Dele Aleke, announced the deal, saying the two countries will collaborate on key areas including geological mapping using drone technology, mineral data sharing, and joint exploration of agro and energy minerals within Nigeria. While oil has dominated the economy for decades, Nigeria is home to a wealth of untapped resources, from gold and lithium to limestone, iron ore, and zinc. In total, the country holds 23 mineral deposits in commercial quantities. But the mining sector has remained largely undeveloped, contributing less than 1% to Nigeria's GDP. Officials now hope this partnership with South Africa, one of Africa's mining giants, can jumpstart reforms and unlock investment. The deal marks another step in Nigeria's long-term push to shift its economic foundation, tapping into its rich geology to fuel sustainable growth. Moving on, President of Kenya William Ruto returned the highly anticipated Conflict of Interest Bill 2025 to Parliament, calling for stronger provision to ensure integrity and accountability in public service. While commending lawmakers for addressing key elements of the conflict of interest debate, the president said the current draft still falls short of the high anti-corruption standard he expects. In a formal memorandum, he urged MPs to refine the bill further, particularly around transparency and enforcement, to better align it with constitutional values of good governance. The move underscores the president's continued commitment to tackling corruption and raising the bar on public sector ethics. Meanwhile, in a separate move that will have a more immediate economic impact, President Ruto also signed the Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2025 into law. The new law eliminates the 25% tax on imported electric transformers and their parts, a measure expected to significantly reduce the cost of electricity connections across the country. With transformers playing a critical role in every power hookup, this tax cut is expected to lower consumer costs, reduce electricity tariffs over time, and help Kenya Power produce more units within its current budget, ensuring better service and fewer outages. In international news, beekeepers in Poland are buzzing with excitement. The state-run postal service has launched the country's first-ever courier service for transporting live bees. Designed especially for the beekeeping community, the service shows the post office's growing commitment to protecting these vital pollinators and supporting biodiversity. To safeguard the bees' welfare, shipments are only accepted from Monday to Thursday, avoiding the risk of weekend delays. Special facilities have been set up at sorting centers, and staff have received dedicated training to handle the buzzing cargo. Bees will be transported by POCTEX, the carrier arm of the post office, and the service is available across the country to both individual beekeepers and large agricultural businesses. Packages must be packed in well-ventilated containers, clearly marked "Caution Live Insects," and can even be tracked online. Polska worked closely with the Polish Association of Breeders of Queen Bees to create safe and bee-friendly transport procedures, all in line with the country's Animal Protection Act. With nearly 100,000 registered beekeepers and over 2 million bee colonies, Poland's beekeeping industry is thriving, and this service could help it grow even stronger. It's also a creative move by Polska to bounce back from recent financial struggles and declining letter mail while contributing to something sweet and sustainable. That's all we had for you today. To stay updated, follow EAMG TV on all social media platforms and www.eamgtv.com.